What's up everybody? Welcome to the Phase Reviews YouTube channel. My name is Jordan, and if you are new here, thank you for joining us. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back. Today on the review table, I have the KBEAR LARK. This is a pair of very affordable in-ear monitors that are one dynamic driver and one balanced armature. You can get these for super cheap on Amazon. And today I'm gonna walk you through everything that comes in the package. We're gonna take a look at these. I'm gonna tell you my real world experience with them and then let you know whether or not I think they are worth picking up. Now, before we dive in, if you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you become one. Lots of good tech reviews coming your way, but we won't waste any more time with that. Let's take a look at these KBEAR LARK. All right, so first things first on this channel, we take a look at packaging. It can tell us a lot about a product and about a company. And besides the fact that there's quite a bit of text in Chinese that I cannot read, it's a very good looking bit of packaging here. Got a nice glossy full color image of the in-ear monitor right here, a little foreshadowing there. It's got a lot of information on the back as far as some of the specs, and I can read you those. They're pretty typical for most earphones. You've got 20 to 20 kilohertz, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz frequency response. I already told you one balanced armature and one dynamic driver, a 3.5 millimeter standard headphone jack, and the impedance is 16 ohms. If that's something that's important to you, some audiophiles, some people with earphones care about the impedance for their amplifiers, so 16 ohms for these. Now, other than that, it's just a good looking box. Now, when I take off this outer sleeve, let me push it out here. There we go. The box underneath actually looks even better. You've kind of got this like gold stamped logo right here, and this has a little ribbon that you pull up and it like opens up all fancy. And when you look inside, it's just packaged so nicely. And right off the bat, the IEMs, the in-ear monitors themselves, look just fantastic. They've got a metal finish right here, and they stand out, which is really cool. They're in a piece of molded foam, and then you've got two boxes here, one with a case and one with some accessories, which we're gonna take a look at. Now, before we do that, in-ear monitors, for those of you that haven't watched my previous reviews on in-ear monitors, they are earbuds, I guess you could say. They're headphones that go pretty deeply seated into your ear. Normally musicians use them to kind of isolate themselves from the stage noise and hear a mix of music that's unique to them, so that when they're playing their instrument, they can hear the band just how they like. But more and more people are using in-ear monitors to just listen to music casually. A lot of the time they can reproduce music very naturally. They can have a great sound profile, and bang for your buck, you're gonna get a lot of good audio quality out of a pair of IEMs. Now, on the flip side, because they isolate so well, because of how they seat in your ear, they do have a bit of passive noise canceling. So if you're doing something where you need to like have your wits about you, don't go walking down the street with a pair of in-ear monitors. Honestly, I love my pair of in-ear monitors that I've been using for years now at this point, and so I was really stoked to have another pair to compare and contrast against. So I'll pull the monitors out themselves. Let me get those out of the foam right there. Now, obviously, I've had these out. I've been testing them for a while. I'm really impressed with them, but we'll talk about results in a little bit. So there's just kind of an up-close look at it. Again, high gloss metal finish there. They've got a see-through plastic case, and then you've got the earbud tip right there. I have the smallest silicone tips on it. They do include multiple sizes and multiple colors, which we'll talk about in a second. Now, these are very lightweight. The metal adds a little more heft than my previous pair, but they're not too heavy inside your ear. They stay inside your ear very well. Once I get them hooked up to the cable, I'll show you that. Now, below the in-ear monitors themselves, we have this box marked case, and I love that KBEAR included a case with this. It's a nice like heathered gray finish. It just looks really good. It's got the logo on there. It's hard, so that it's going to protect them while you're traveling. I mean, honestly, like, this probably cost them more than the freaking earphones to make. It just looks really good. You've got a little mesh pouch inside of there. You can store some extra ear tips, and then they just pack up in there very nicely. So manufacturers don't have to include that, but I love to see it. Now, the other box is labeled accessories, and this is where you're going to find your cable first and foremost, and let me pull that out. It is kind of a braided cable. It's white/clear, I guess you could say. It has kind of frosted clear connectors right here. You've got the single button on the microphone cable right there, so you can fast forward and rewind your music. I guess double click and triple click to go forward and back a track. You can also play and pause your music and then, make a call and hang up a call. So it doesn't have volume buttons, but for the price, I really don't care. And then you've got the ear loops right here. And so to attach your in-ear monitors, you just need to find the one that's labeled left if you've got your left ear loop, and you'll just click that right on. It's just got 2 pins. It's super easy to do, like so. And then we can just do the same with the right side, and then I'll show you how these fit in the ears. With in-ear monitors, you're going to want to put them in your ear, and then with the loop facing forward, and then I just kind of twist as I push in, and then hook the loop over your ear. Again, we'll do it on this side. Face the loop towards the front, push them in, twist back, and then hook the loop over your ear. Now, if you're performing on a stage, a lot of people will run these cables, down the back of their shirt to like a belt pack or something. But if you're just listening casually, that doesn't really matter. Now, like I said, they have great passive sound isolation. I'm actually going to take them out of my ear so I can hear myself speak because it's that good. The cable is a little more lightweight than the IEMs I've used in the past, but it's going to be plenty to stand up to normal use, everyday users, especially compared to like, a standard AirPods, EarPods cable. This is much higher quality than that. Now let's get down to business of sound quality. And first impressions with these, they sound very good. There's plenty of bass and mids. Where they stand out compared to other earphones that I have looked at in the past, they have a lot of high end. The highs can be a little shrill, a little sharp at times. Now, some people really like highs. They really like the sparkly highs, the cymbals to be very prominent. I'm someone that likes a warmer sound, so that probably stood out to me more because I listen to mostly headphones with a warm sound profile. The average person that doesn't know anything about sound profiles or, frequency response, they're probably not going to notice. But for me, if I had to describe the sound of these, I would say there's a little bit of emphasis on the high end. The mids and the lows are very flat. I ran them through my standard sound test songs. I do a little bit of Daft Punk, a Dave Matthews Band, of course some Steely Dan, and they sound very natural and very similar to my main listening headphones that I listen to every day. That's like a pair of Audio-Technica ATH M50s. I have my other IEMs, which are what are they? KZ, SZN, I think, or something like that. And these sound great. So again, if you're like really aware of the highs, if the highs can get on your nerves or you don't like them, they may not be the best for you, but for 90% of people, these are going to be perfect. For the price, I mean, you can't beat them. These are cheaper than most normal pairs of earbuds, and these are in-ear monitors. They have a better fit. They have 2 drivers in them to give you better clarity between all the frequencies. It really is like a knockout deal in my opinion. The fact that they include this awesome case, and I didn't even mention inside this accessory box, I already changed it, but they do include, if I can get them out, come on. They do include 2 packs of ear tips. You get the white ear tips and the gray ear tips in 3 different sizes. So tons of options to choose from there. So final thoughts on these KBEAR Larks. I think they are a phenomenal deal. I think they're the most affordable in-ear monitors you can find on Amazon. If not the most, they're right up there with them. They're entry level as far as in-ear monitors go, but I think they're going to stand up to much more expensive models, especially from name brand companies. The entry level in-ear monitors for more expensive companies are probably not as good as these. I've listened to a few at NAMM and stuff, and I really like these. So if you want to pick some of these up for yourself, I will include a link to purchase down in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to become a subscriber, I release tech review videos every week, so you don't want to miss out on those. Again, I really appreciate you watching today, and I will see you next time.